个今晚，就像编撰过一天，像白板轻轻翻看，坐在窗边说话，时间落在花边沙发。
Holy Jesus! What is that? What the fuck is that?
丝绸一样的时光慢慢
What's good, Backboy Bodega? It's Black Zombie Backboy again. We back today. We got a full step-by-step Easter egg guide for the newly released Bioshock Infinite Zombies custom map. We're covering the main quest, Pack-a-Punch, the Big Daddy Drill, the boss fight, the ending, and most important side Easter eggs that you need to know to get through this. Now, when you spawn in, you'll be right outside the lighthouse. Now, you'll be kind of guided through this Easter egg, but what you want to do, go inside the lighthouse. I do believe you have to go up a couple of flights of stairs, but go up to the couple of flights of stairs. Right there, you'll turn the power on. After that, take notice of the table. You'll actually see a sheet with 3 symbols. It'll be a scroll, a key, and a sword. Now, each symbol has a number attached to it. Remember those numbers because that's your bell code. Now, honestly, you really don't need it here. Because if you want to, you can actually totally skip that by just going around to the back side of that, and it'll be like a little skip puzzle button. But easily, it's just you would just hit the first one twice, the second one twice, and the last one one time based on the puzzle. At this point, lights will flash a couple of times that you see on the screen, red, green, and be weird sounds, plane horns and all that. Door will open up, you'll take it all the way down to the bottom. You'll actually get to the, I guess you could say the basement where the quick revive will be right off to your right. And this will be the actual next step to the Easter egg. Now, once you land in Colombia, this is when the actual, like I said, the zombies match actually starts. You know, the quick revive is off to the right. The zombies are actually start coming in. From here, just keep pushing, move down into the Welcome Church area. I personally spent about 3 or 4 rounds in the starting area. Then I had about 3,800, 4,000. And I was just able to push all the way to the actual, like, wide open part of the map where you really can see like a couple of shield parts. And if you actually, as you proceed, you'll actually see there's Juggernog off to the right. But from here, like I said, move down to the Welcome Church area. If you play the survival map, it's a little familiar. Push through the outside section. Just keep opening, busting doors wide open. Make your way towards the bridge that leads into the actual town center. After buying that first bridge door, you'll get your next objective, which is to find the parts, it's 3, and repair the Lutece device. That's how I say it, the Lutece device. Now we need 3 parts to repair the Lutece device. Part 1 is after the first Skyhook. Ride the Skyhook, then head into the store directly in front of you. The part is so big, so it should be easy to spot. Now part 2 is near the fair entrance. Use the Skyhook traversal right before the fair, ride it down, and as soon as you land, the part will be right there in front of you, look like to the left. Part 3 is in the Lutece area. Head to the back of the floating section. Look at the corner. Once you have all 3 parts, go into the Lutece lab, walk into the teleporter, hit the interact button. You'll see you may have to jig it around a little bit. Build the device, and this opens the tear, which lets you actually travel to Rapture, where Pack-a-Punch is.
Well, that ought to do it. Or blow us all sky high.
Once the tear is open, travel through and you'll arrive in Rapture. Now this is a major area because Pack-a-Punch is located here. Head downstairs, you'll find it in the lower section. Now before you fight the Big Daddy, go upstairs in the Gatherer's Garden and pick up the glowing atom bottle. After that, fight and kill the Big Daddy. When he goes down, pick up the Big Daddy drill. Now do not skip this, do not replace this for now. This drill is used for multiple steps, including opening block areas and unblocking another wonder weapon later in the guide. Next, we need to collect the glowing bottles around the map. Now, these bottles have a glow around them, and you can track what you've collected in your inventory HUD. You can collect these in any order, but here are the locations that you need. And I actually started as if you were coming back from Rapture and heading out of the lettuce building. Pretty much going through as you can see here in the video. I'm not going to call them out. Just fast forward as need be, and I'll catch you guys after we collect the 8th bottle. After all the bottles are collected, equip the Big Daddy drill and head back to the Welcome Church. There's a blocked off area right here. Would have been here, but I'd already busted it wide open. But you can break open the wall, bash through it, go to the front table, grab the green meteor rock. This is the 115 rock, and you will need this for the next step. Now head back to the lettuce lab. Inside the lab, go to the right-hand side by the portal, small kitchen with the work area station, and interact with it to craft the solution. Once he finishes, it'll be a little prompt and whatnot. Pick up the bottle, take it back over to the teleporter, pour that solution into the device. After this, the teleporter can switch between Rapture and Paris. If you don't see it the first time, just click it again, look at it again. Eventually, it will switch from Rapture to Paris. Once it switches to Paris, that's what you want. Switch the destination to Paris, travel through. Now, when you arrive in Paris, what you want to do is open up the closest debris Bible that you can and start to head down the street. What you want to do is get all the way to the Catacombs. Once you actually get to the Catacombs, by that door, you'll drop down a ladder, or you can squirt on the ladder, just drop down to the Catacombs, and you're gonna go all the way down halfway, take a right. Your first target, what you're looking for, is a fuel can. You'll see it outline, a faint red outline, so you can kind of actually see it through the wall to make it easier to actually kind of identify and find. After you grab that fuel can, head back to where you came, and instead at the fork, instead of going back left to where you came into the Catacombs, take a right, head all the way down. You're gonna buy that door, go into the room. There's gonna be a big 115 meteor. Before you interact with that meteor, look to the right and pick up a torch on the ground. Now, after you pick up that torch, walk up to the meteor, pour the fuel on it, and burn that 115 supply. Once that's done, the main setup is complete, and you're ready for the boss fight.
We'll see about that, Comstock.
Before you start the boss fight, take a second to set up, pack a punch of weapons, grab your perks, build a shield, get ammo, and if you got any extra points, make sure you use the vendor machines around the map to actually put AATs on the front of your weapons. You can use those same vendor machines to actually buy yourself a max ammo before the start of the boss fight. And whenever you're ready, just head back into the lettuce building, hit the machine to actually switch the destination from Paris to face the Comstock. Once you click the button to face the Comstock, the boss fight will begin. Alright, so before we get started on the boss fight, really quick, let's talk extras. First off, we got to talk shield parts. First shield part is going to be church candle table at the very start. Open that door open, I believe it's 750. Grab it off the table, boom. Second, you're going to go to the base of the Comstock statue to grab it there, boom. And third, after you teleport and you land in, the shield part's going to be there. Going to go upstairs to the third part to actually build that, and the shield is good to go. Now, after hitting the teleporter and teleporting to the boss fight, you will be locked in to face Comstock. Now, when you activate it, you'll be sent to the hand of the Prophet, which is actually the giant Zeppelin from Bioshock Infinite. In this area, now Songbird is chained up. There's a bunch of little zombies that'll pop out of everywhere. You have a couple of patriots, which are like little mini bosses that will shoot from range, and the zombies will just keep coming. To properly start the boss fight, you'll need to actually free the boss. So you look for a little computer system off to the right front of the ship with a green light, point it towards them, just shoot it a few times and destroy that system. After that, Songbird is free and the boss fight actually begins. Okay, now this boss works in 3 phases. Pretty easy, as rinse and repeat all the way through. First, you start by just damaging him. Once he takes about a third of health, he'll disappear. When that happens, you need to destroy one of the light blue generators. The first generator you'll need to destroy is located on the upper left side if you're facing the front of the ship. You may need to run up the stairs to get a cleaner angle if you can't shoot it from the deck. Once the generator is destroyed, Songbird will come back, fight will continue, rinse, repeat, take another third of his health down. Damage him enough, he vanishes, destroy the next generator, keep moving, and once that's done for all 3 generator phases, he'll be finally able to damage all the way down to 0 without stopping again. And then as he's at the 0, dead, El Finito, bye bye Songberdito. All right, now after defeating the boss, you'll be teleported back to Rapture and you'll get dialogue and an escape prompt. And from here, just head back down into the Pack-a-Punch room. There'll now be what's called a Battle Spear, a little ball vehicle that you can interact with. Now, if you're playing solo, just jump in there. Everybody has to be there, so make sure you guys are ready. And once you activate it, you'll be transported back to the Lighthouse from the original Bioshock, where you regain control. Head up the stairs. At the top, you'll get a couple of options. Now, one option will send you back to Columbia if you want to keep playing, or if you still need points. And the other option is the main ending door, where you can pay towards 25,000 and get up out of it. It's not actually expensive at all. It's surprisingly cheap. I thought it would usually be a bit more, but if you head back to Columbia, like I said, a portal appears in front of the giant Comstock statue, and that portal will take your team back to the Lighthouse when everybody's ready. Just pay that 25K, get through, and that completes the main Easter egg. And that's going to wrap up this full Bioshock Infinite Zombies Easter egg guide. Guys, if this helped you complete the map, find a step you missed, or just made the run a little easier, make sure you drop a like, leave a comment. Let me know what custom zombies map you want me to cover next. And as always, appreciate y'all for watching all the way through as much as you possibly could. This has been another GitBagged guide from Black Zombie Bag Boy. You can catch me live on TikTok Tuesdays and Saturdays, also live on Twitch and YouTube. Bring you custom zombies, community runs, and all the Bag Boy Bodega madness. Catch you guys next time. Take care. And as always, either you get the bag or you get bagged. We out of here.